Yes, I'm spectator live now. You need to turn off under your audio settings. You need to turn off under your audio settings the allow my voice to be shared. Look at everyone's connection there, it's gone red. Should I leave and someone invite back in? Oh, it's come back. Your voice has gone quiet again. Still loading up. Had another 3 or 4 people do their pre-race interviews.
Esports Championship this season, but will be up against stiff competition from Sebastian Vettel. Striking Force India livery is quite a change from their usual orange colour scheme. This year we've seen the introduction of the somewhat controversial T-wing and shark fins, which is designed to increase downforce and grip, along with the introduction of wider tyres, which should see some very interesting racing. This year will mark the Russian Grand Prix 4th year at Sochi. Rookie Lance Stroll mounted himself to seize the Williams this season after Bottas has switched to Mercedes. This season marks double world champion Fernando Alonso's 16th year racing Formula 1. Going into the 2017 season, Lewis Hamilton held 63 pole positions, bested only by Senna at 65 poles and Schumacher at 68. Welcome to our special guest, Jesse Walter and AKB, accompanied by the
Got some cars on track. So we've only got 16 drivers, I believe. So it'd be interesting to see on the last game. Yeah, everyone will have to set a time. Anyone who doesn't will won't make it through to next session. So we've got Techno Thriller on the soft, James Peter, Vanis, and Emphatic on the supers, and everyone else on ultras. What are you on, Odems? You're really quiet again. Riding on board with Jamie in his beautiful looking Toro Rosso. That's the car. If I didn't pick Mercedes, I'd pick this car. I think it looks so nice. Especially with those purple tyres on. Just under 15 minutes left, Q1. Riding on board with Jamie. This Dutch looking helmet. How are you finding turn 11 and 12 on this game, Odems? Have you had to turn your ballast down quite a bit? What do you have it on now? 7. So Techno Thriller, no. Dog and Anna sets the fastest lap. We're gonna have another couple of cars cross the line now. Cobblers 124.2. What's Jamie gonna do? Slots into 11th. .124.3. Jaws at top. He hasn't actually set a time yet. These times are messed up again. Every quali session I've commentated on, the times are just wrong. So I don't actually know until the results finish. Clifford's red with a 23 flat. It's the quickest time I've seen so far. Riding on board with you, Adams, no pressure. You gonna just starting a flying lap now? Looks like you got a bit of understeer there as Dan sets the quickest lap with a 22.7. Imagine everyone won't be running to max fuel rich on their laps in this session. Everyone will just be trying to get a time in that's quick enough to get them through. Only one person drop out because we've only got 17 runners. Who will that person be? It's been a clean lap from Odems. Gets on the DRS, straightens the car. What's it gonna be? Slots you in 4th. What was your time? 23.0. 23.0, yeah? 23.3. Oh, okay. So 22.7 I think is our quickest at the moment. Clifford's on the 23 flat. Yours is 23.3. Behind you is 23.4. We've got season 7 champions come out in his Ferrari. I think Chris is just starting a lap. Jules been disqualified. I know I saw him at the pit exit, so I'm not sure what he's done. Driving the wrong way, so perhaps he missed the pit lane and didn't want to do another lap. Got a few exceeding track limits, a couple of speeding in the pit lane. Chris brings it close to the wall. And he's spun it. It's in the gravel. So he really didn't hook up turn 11 and 12 there. Still just under 9 minutes left. Chris comes into the pit, so he abandons that lap. He's going to go for a new set of boots, I imagine, or some more fuel. Two McLarens are coming out, astern. So one of them lets the other through. Dog and Annis lets Vanis through. So one of them goes wide. Yeah, Dog and Annis went off the track there. Yeah, I can hear you just really quiet. Oh, did he really? Damage is off, isn't it? So he should be okay. Yeah. Vanis is set on my screen just to 23.4, but it's invalidated. I think the quickest time is Dan on the 22.7. James Slater is also on a 22.7. Clifford's on the 23 flat, so I think it's from 7th down. 6th then, yeah. Yeah, Dan's on pole at the moment, I believe. Cool. So you're going to be... Who are you teaming up with this season, Odems? Is it Cobblers? Thought so. He's in the other Haas right now. We're watching him. Just finish his first sector. look pretty tidy. One more corner, bit of lag. So we've got Tom in the Mercedes. Techno Thriller looks like he's pushing. He's showing him first, but we know that's not correct. Techno Thriller goes deep into turn 4. He's definitely got some lag whilst riding on board with him. Yeah. Just got some on the Force India as well. Just over 3 minutes left. McLaren behind him was really riding the curbs. Oh yes, he has binned it, facing the wrong way. He's got to be careful he doesn't get disqualified. I think he's run out of fuel as well. Right on board with the other Ferrari for a bit. He's got a Williams chasing him down. So who is in the drop zone? It's going to be Jaw, isn't it? Because he's been disqualified. So everyone else should get through. What do you mean? We don't encourage smoking here at F1 TS Hub, it's bad for your health. Snappy Daddy comes into the pits, he's done enough. Just over a minute left. As I said, Jules going to be dropping out because he tried to reverse to get back into the pits and got disqualified. Would have been interesting to see where Joe would have finished. So Joe would have definitely got through because he did a 23.7. Fine, Chris. Apparently he's having some trouble. Oh yes. Is that turn 11 and 12 again? So he's going to be careful because he binned it on his last flying lap there as well, that we rode on board with him. He's going to get time for one more. I think he's going for another lap. Really aggressive into turn 1. Quick though. Nicely done through turn 3 and turn 4. Season 7 champ here. Shout out to Dogananis. He's on his 3rd shot of vodka, so don't drink and drive, guys. Dogananis, a late joiner here. He took over a seat after someone wasn't able to participate this season, so lucky to get in. Right on board with Chris over this lap. He's actually in 16th place now, so let's see what he can do. Just needs to be a decent time. Send a message to his rivals. Only up to 12. Techno Thriller. Hammer Time's going to be last one. He's in sick. Isn't using his DRS and he's run out of fuel, so that is the checkered flag. So Chris is saying he's ruined his set of tyres, but he should have plenty for the other 2 sessions. Depending obviously what strategy he picked in terms of tyres. Yes, I imagine most will be one-stopping it. Damage is off, so they shouldn't have to pit for any damage as we wait for this timer to count down in Q1. Tom just points out that turn 1 is a bit of a nightmare in qualifying if someone's coming out the pits. Alright, so Dan finished top. Vanis on the Super Soft was in 2nd. James Slater in 3rd. Clifford's Red in 4th. Cobbler's in 5th. Hammer Time was 6th. Oden's was 7th. Anakin was 8th. Techno Thriller 9th. Dogananas 10th. Tom was 11th. Chris managed to get to 12th on those ruined tyres. Jamie Met is 13th, unlucky for some. Emphatic is in the Force India. He is in 14th. Matt Your Daddy in 15th. And Gaza and Jaw. Yeah, so sorry, Gaza gets knocked out of that session. Because it's the top 15 go through, isn't it? Yeah, I made the same mistake. I think did it change this season because of we lost 2 drivers? So I'm pretty sure last season you could get in if you were 16th. So Gaz and Jaw are out, and we go again in Q2. 15 minutes on the clock, and we've already started counting down. Who's going to lead the pit lane first? Got a Haas, I believe, coming out, and a Force India next. I think Cobblers is the first one out on track. Then Emphatic. So we've got Super Soft Cobblers. Oh, Super Soft for Clifford's Red in the Toro Rosso. Vanis is on the Super Soft again, so he got through Q1 on the Super Soft, so he's got him on again. I wouldn't have thought they'd be the same tyre, because these are the tyre that all the drivers set the quickest lap will have to start on. So I wouldn't have thought he'd be using the same tyre. Force India behind him, his teammate. Sorry, McLaren. Who takes the cone out at turn 11. And then goes wide and spins it, and he's in the wall. So turn 11 and 12 is proving tricky for a few drivers today. Chris and Dogananis in particular. Odem's is coming into turn 3 with his DRS open on the ultra soft tyre. So is he planning to start on those? Great to see Odin's back out on track after his long absence. Took over Parkway Drive's position in the top tier. Cobblers goes faster with a 23.5. Krista's a 23.2. Odems is in the wall, so he loses the car, and he's going to have to let the Toro Rosso through surely, because, and he does just indeed. So what happened there, Odems? And there's a Ferrari there. Odems goes deep. There's a Ferrari that was in the way that just ruined Jamie's lap, I believe. Is that Chris? It was Chris, so I'm not sure what he was doing. He's not letting everyone through at the easiest place, but he's improved his time on the last session. Clifford Red is pushing. So I think Jamie's backed off this lap now, and he's going to try again. It's on the super soft, so is he trying to do something different? Bannis Gaming through 11 and 12. Pretty supreme, and he's in the wall. So what is going on with turn 11 and 12 today? Because that's the third driver I've seen end up on the inside wall after running slightly wide. If that happens tomorrow night, it'll be a DNF, I'm sure. So he comes into the pit. So we got McLaren right on the back of Ferrari, and they're both on back of a Mercedes. They're both coming to the pits. Hammer Time slides it out the last corner. Opens his DRS a bit late because of that. Riding on board with Matt Your Daddy, really aggressive over the curbs there. Throws into 11, on the throttle nicely through 12. Wasn't probably the quickest through there, but it's kept it on track. Right to the edge of the track at the braking zone, that's the way to do it. Again, right to the edge of the track with your left tyre. Use the curb, heavy braking into last corner, touch the grass on the outside there, didn't seem to affect them too much. DRS open, keep it straight to line. And he stays 8th. Again, we're not sure if the times are going to be correct. No, they're not. So a 23.2, is that the quickest? I believe it is. So we've got Clifford's Red and Chris, although his time's actually invalidated, so he's going to have to go out again. He's not actually in 4th. We've got Clifford's Red, Chris, James Slater, Techno Thriller, all on the Supers. Everyone else has gone for the Ultras. So James Slater is out on track. We haven't spent too much time with him in the Renault, so I think I'm not sure if he's on that lap or a quick lap. Took that quite quick, so yes, he looks like he's pushing. That was nice and quick through there, using all the curb and a little bit more. Hit the legal, kept it out the wall. Bit of lag. Heavy brake into last corner. Getting the power. Straighten the car with DRS. And let's see what he can do on the super soft tyre. So, 8th place. So, Emphatic into test, set a quick time. So we've got Dagononis, Emphatic, all yet to set a competitive time. These timings are all over the place. Clifford's Red, 23.3 is the quickest I can find. Matt Your Daddy does 24.4, we know that's not the fastest lap. As I said, Clifford's Red's on 23.3. .23.8 Frinican. If you haven't already, to any of the drivers watching, check out our website. If you're racing Season 10, you've got your media day with questions, columns, exclusive interviews, lots to take in. So Odoms is back out. Turn 11 and 12, missed the apex, all slight touch on the grass, kept it together. Is this car in front going to get out the way? Hammer Time does indeed. Just under 3 minutes left of the session now. Don't know who's in the drop zone, which is a shame. So Odoms does a 23.4. Again, that's not the fastest lap, so where does that put you, Odoms? 8. So 8th place. Will you be going out again or doing another lap? Vanus Gaming, exiting the last corner, looks very smooth indeed. He'll be picking up a bit of slipstream from the car in front, who moves over and lets him through. Currently, apparently in 13th place. DRS open down into turn 3. Very tidy so far. We know Vaness has the pace to get into Q1. Q3, sorry. Hearing that Hammer Time has spun it. He has indeed. Okay. So he's recovered, back on board with Vaness. Keeps it together through the past turn 11 and 12. This should be a quick lap. This looks pretty tidy. McLaren definitely needs some sponsorship. It looks very plain. Great shot this is. Open the DRS. Run down to the finish line. Goes to the inside for some reason. That is the fastest lap. A 21.9. So that's the fastest lap by some way. Did he use max power, engine power then? We don't know. As Hammer Time retires from the session. So we can only presume he's done that voluntarily. Jamie Met, less than a minute left, trying to get into the final part of qualifying. Nice yellow helmet. He won't get time for another lap after this, because there's only 5 seconds left. And he's retired, so he hasn't done enough, I don't think. Who's still going? James Slater is out there in his Renault. 4 corners to go. Showing he's in first. We don't think that's correct. Right to the edge of the track. Nice and smooth. DRS open. And I believe he's made it through. So Tom's pitted, we're going to have to wait for this timer to count down. Yes, James Slater is indeed quite good. Expected good things from some of these top tier drivers. It'd be interesting to see whether the lower tier drivers can mix it up in this practice race. We're going to go from 15 to 10. Clifford's Red, Chris, Hammer Time all qualified on the Super Soft. Whether they're through.
This year we're seeing the introduction of the somewhat controversial T-wing and shark fins, which is designed to increase downforce and grip. Along with the introduction of wider tyres, we should see some very interesting racing. Rookie Lance Stroll landed himself a seat in the Williams this season after Bottas' switch to Mercedes. Going into the 2017 season, bested only by Senna at 65 poles and Schumacher at 68. This year will mark the Russian Grand Prix 4th year at Sochi. Striking Force India livery is quite a change from their usual orange colour scheme. Rookie Lance Stroll landed himself a seat in the Williams this season after Bottas' switch to Mercedes. Valtteri Bottas is one to watch this year after replacing the reigning drivers' champion Nico Rosberg. Ferrari's new power unit is a marked improvement from 2016, and they'll be looking to regain the Constructors' Championship this year, which they last won back in 2008. Striking Force India livery is quite a change from their usual orange colour scheme. This season marks double world champion Fernando Alonso's 16th year racing in Formula 1. Hamilton will be looking to secure his 4th championship this season, but will be up against stiff competition from Sebastian Vettel. Going into the 2017 season, Lewis Hamilton.
Alright, so Vannis Gaming, as we expected, set a really quick time. James Slater was just behind by 3 tenths, and then there's a bit of a gap. Dogonanis is in 3rd. Clifford Red is in 4th, he's on the Super Soft. Chris just behind again on the Super Soft. Odem's in 6th. Cobbler's in 7th, the 2 Hasses. Then it's the 2 Mercedes of Tom and Inniket in 8th and 9th. Emphatic is in the Force India. And then we've got Techno Thriller, Matt Your Daddy, Hammer Time, Jamie and Dan all dropping out. Dan didn't set a time. What interests me there is Dogonanis, who I believe is in the podium tier, is right up there with the other guys. He's still a bit off the top 2, but he's still showing good pace. 12 minutes, qualifying 3, final shootout. Expect the drivers to go straight out. They all get given an extra set of the fastest tyre, which is the Ultra Soft. Got a Force India out, Mercedes out. What can the Season 7 Drivers' Champion do? Chris is the only champion in the lobby tonight, I believe. Odem's just behind. Looking forward to getting this spec. Well, Emphatic likes to get out first. That's last 2 sessions I've seen that he's been the first one out on track, or the first within the first 2. So he's raring to go. Got the Mercedes just behind him. Shout out to Gaza as Chris spins it again. What is... He's really struggling with turn 11 and 12. Maybe his ballast is too high, or He's just got too much oversteer in that car, but that's the third time I've seen it come off at turn 11 and 12. He's going to have to get all that dust off the tyres, get his head back in the right place. As he pulls off the track, is he retired? What's he doing? He's gone off into the skate road. We're not sure why. No, he's back on track, so he's weaving. He's going again. No, he's left the session. So Chris has gone. Whether that is disconnection or through his own choice, we don't know. Yeah, Gaza, it's been very strange for Chris. That's the third time I've seen him spin off at those corners, so hopefully he gets it out of his system tonight and is ready again for tomorrow. Otherwise we'll have some carbon fibre on the track. Was that a cut there from Empatic? I'm not sure. As the Mercedes behind him absolutely bins it. We'll try and find out who it was. It was Inatic. Clifford's Red is just a 22.3. It's still not the quickest time we've seen so far, but still quick indeed. So the Mercedes is trying to get back round again. Odems has got 2 corners to go. As he backs off. So he's just starting a lap. Making sure his tyres are in the right place. Dogananis just behind. Is he on a hot lap? We'll find out in a second. He goes second. Cobblers is going slow, letting some drivers through. So I presume he's done his lap. Is Oden's pushing again? No, this is his first flying lap, isn't it? Inikit's back on track. He's going again. Clifford's registers a 22.1, so he's improved. James Vanis Gaming was still quicker. Let's ride on board with him in the last session. He's on the Ultra Soft. I believe everyone's on the Ultra Soft. Yes, they are indeed. Nice and tidy. Using all the track as he comes into the pits. So he invalidates lap time. So he's going to have to come and get a new set of boots. A lot of pressure for some of these drivers. James Slater invalidated his. Chris, as we know, has left. Emphatic does a 24.3. Tom's on a 23.5. He's on another lap. 23.5 for Cobblers. 23.3 for Eniket. Odems is a 23.1. And Clifford's Red is out on the front on his own with a 22.1. So Dogananis is out on track in the McLaren. A little bit deep there. Is this a flying lap? I believe it is. So everybody else is in the pits. Four and a half minutes left. Everyone's going to come out and do one more run, I presume. There's a McLaren coming out. Not Vanos Gaming. It's got to be Vanos Gaming. It is indeed. So, can anyone take Clippers Red off the top stop? Let's see who's come out. We're just waiting on Clifford's Red, Odem's Innerkit. So Odem's has just come out, Emphatic. And Chris won't be taking any further part. So here we go, Vanos Gaming. He's going to try and get pole. If he's got enough fuel, he'll get time for 2 laps. We know how quick he is in that McLaren. Haven't heard that in a while. Nice and tidy so far through Sector 1, using all of the track. We'll come back to him near the end of the lap. Cobblers is on a flyer as well. Slightly misses the apex, the end of the first sector. Clifford's Red is back out. I believe he's on an out lap. So there's a McLaren going slowly there off the track. I believe that's Dog and Ennis. It is indeed. He is out of fuel by the looks of it. So he'll be crawling back to the pits. James Slater comes across the line to start his flying lap. Again, anyone who crosses the line now. So he does a 22.4. We're hearing Odem swear, so what's happened to him? He's stuck in 7th gear by the looks of it. Vanos Gaming 21.7, so he is taking pole at the moment, we believe. Clifford Red, the previous pole holder, is going to cross the line to start his flying lap. He's only going to get 1 time lap at this. Realistically, it looks between the 2 of them for pole position. What can James Slater do? As Dog and Annis is retired after he ran out of fuel. Under a minute left in Q3 now. Everyone's got their fuel turned up to max. They'll be pushing to the absolute limit. Nice and tidy through turn 11 and 12 for James Slater. "13 looks good. Very kind to the curbs there. He'll get another lap after this. Does he have enough fuel? I think so. Clifford's Red's retired, so James Slater goes 5th according to that. Vanos is retired, so he's happy with his lap. James Slater's backed off. So we've got Odems, Emphatic, and that's it. We know James has backed off, so we're right on board with Odems. According to my screen, he's still stuck in 7th gear. Or is he just revving his engine to pieces? Low on fuel. Oh, and he bins it. He's in the wall. Takes a bit of the berry out with him. So Odems is down and out. Emphatic is going to be the last driver, who then pits. So that is it. He's not the leader. We believe Vanis is on pole with Clifford's Red alongside of him. We'll wait for the final results. We don't think James is on another lap. No, he's coming into the pits. So we'll have to wait for the countdown before we can get the final results for you guys. Anyone not watching, make sure you follow and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter at F1TSHub and subscribe to our channel for all live races with commentary this season.
Hamilton will be looking to secure his 4th championship this season, but will be up against stiff competition from Sebastian Vettel. Valtteri Bottas is one to watch this year after replacing the reigning drivers' champion, Nico Rosberg. Big shout out to Billy Munger, aka Billy Wiz. This year we've seen the introduction of the somewhat controversial T-wing and shark fins, which are designed to increase downforce and grip. Along with the introduction of wider tyres, we should see some very interesting racing. This season marks double world champion Fernando Alonso's 16th year racing in Formula 1. Hamilton will be looking to secure his 4th
40 seconds left until we get the official qualifying results.
Valtteri Bottas is one to watch this year after replacing the reigning drivers' champion Nico Rosberg.
Whilst we wait for that, I'll have to get a drink.
Certainly see some interesting overtakes from the Red Bull driver if that's the case. Rookie Lance Stroll landed himself a seat in the Williams this season after Bottas has switched to Mercedes. This year we've seen the introduction of the somewhat controversial T-wing and shark fins, which is designed to increase downforce and grip. Along with the introduction of wider tyres, we should see some very interesting racing. Hamilton will be...
Alrighty, so Vanis Gaming is on pole with a 21.7, almost half a second quicker than his next rival, Clifford's Red, in the Toro Rosso. James Slater in 3rd, just behind Clifford's Red. We've got Cobblers, TS Odems, Eniket on 6th, 7th for Dogonanis, Tolman's in 8th, Emphatic is in 9th, and of course Chris, who won't be taking part in the race, is in 10th. They join the others who were knocked out in the earlier sessions as we get ready.
Valtteri Bottas is one to watch this year after replacing the reigning drivers' champion Nico Rosberg. Rookie Lance Stroll landed himself a seat in the Williams this season after Bottas has switched to Mercedes. I'm sure Max Verstappen will be hoping to web tonight.
Someone has already pressed go to the race. So here we are. Australia, the unofficial practice is about to get underway. This is a bit silly that we are stuck in the pit lane. Vanis gets away well. The Toro Rosso alongside him does indeed too. Covers him off. Two Hasses are nearly side by side. Vanis leads into turn 2. Oh, and there's been contact. That is Clifford's Red and Jamie Slater, I believe. So the second and third drivers were off at turn 2. I think Clifford's Red just lost it. So Jamie Met is in last place. Got Vanis Gaming Cobblers is up to second, so he's benefited from that. His teammate behind in third. Dogananis is in fourth. Inakit is in fifth position. Sixth is Techno Thriller. He's got Mercedes all over him, which is Tom. So right on board with this, he's going to the inside. There's loads of cars battling for position here. He doesn't have the straight line speed. Is he going to try it into turn 11, 12? No, he backs out. That's sensible in the first lap. You've got a 3-car train. The Force India goes wide, so does the Williams. They both keep it together. Clifford's Red is trying to fight his way back through. He goes down the inside of the Force India, breaks late off the track, and almost causes another collision. So, Matt, your daddy, the Ferrari is now gone past. Nope. Keeps on the inside. Clifford's Red's going to have to fight back through the field here. No DRS just yet. Lap 2. Vanis leads. Leads by a nice healthy margin as well. Cobblers is in second, 1.5 seconds behind. Odems is in third, a further second. Dogananis. McLaren look to be the highest scoring team so far. Techno Thriller's doing well in 6th position in Sauber. Tom seems to be under pressure now from Dan, who is in 8th place. In the Williams, he'll be driving in the Sauber though for season 10. Is he going to have a run on Tom here? He goes down the inside for the switchback. It's going to be in the braking zone. Tom keeps it. So they're still hustling for position back here. Dan is going to try again into turn 1. Oh, and there's a side-by-side Toros, and Dan spins it and he's in the wall, so he's down in 12th. Jaw goes through into 10th. Emphatic, and there is a Toro Rosso going down the inside of him. I believe that's Clifford's Red, so he's made up another place into 8th position now. The other Toro Rosso is chasing down the Mercedes in 5th position. Another Mercedes behind him. Dogananis is a lonely 4th as Odems chases down his teammate. Are we going to see team orders today? I don't think so. Odems is on the pad, remember, as we see Vanis Gaming in the distance there. Can anybody catch him? As Odems goes on the grass, he's going to have to wait another lap. And he's touched the grass again. Okay, we've got a Sauber in a Mercedes sandwich. Clifford's Red's behind, still trying to cover, so DRS is now available. The Mercedes in front doesn't have it, but all the train behind do. Through turn 1 and 2 they come. And they are a line astern. The Sauber tries the inside, he forces his way, and they touch. Mercedes, now Mercedes versus Mercedes, and the Mercedes goes wide. I believe that's Inakit. So he's lost out heavily there. He went down to 5th, all the way down to 9th, and he's on the grass in the gravel. And Joy is about to go through as well. I believe that's James Slater. So he has lost out massively from 5th to 11th in the space of 3 corners. So James Slater fighting back after the first corner collision will join this battle for 5th position again. Let's quickly check on Odems. He's still catching. This is fantastic to see a Sauber versus a Mercedes versus a Toro Rosso. We know Clifford's Red's the quickest of the 3. He's going to want to get past. We've got a super soft versus an ultra soft versus a super soft. So lap 5, the ultra soft still should have a slight advantage. We're hearing Odems complain, so we presume he's had some sort of incident. Yes, he's dropped back off his teammate now, so he's made a mistake. Vanis Gaming out front. Seemingly unchallenged. 3.7 seconds to Cobblers now. T.S. Odom in 3rd. Dogananis in 4th is catching T.S. Odom's actually. And then we've got this battle. Techno Thriller is defending his 5th position. Clifford's Red trying to recover. No changes of position yet between these 3. Techno Thriller is doing an awesome job, as has someone pitted. Dogananis, I believe, has come into the pits. Yes, so he's actually in the pits. His tyres were done, so whether he did multiple laps on them in qualifying 2, we're not sure. He's come all the way out in 14th. He's going to have to do a 2-stop now because he can't make those. As there's a Mercedes on the exit of turn 2. Is that Tom? That is indeed Tom. He's struggling to get back around in the right way. He's retired from the session. So Tom is out of this race. So one of the Mercedes is out, the other one has pitted. Bad luck for Tom, I'm not sure what happened there. Clifford's Red is still chasing down the Sauber. Let's flick through the field and see where everyone is. Jor is in up to 6th. James Slater is up to 7th. We've got a battle going on down here between Gaza and a Force India. So Emphatic and Gaza are racing nice and fair. Emphatic's going to now have the DRS as the Renault of James Slater has a moment in the penultimate corner. Emphatic doesn't look close enough. What happened to James Slater then? He's coming into the pits, so he's had enough of those tyres. Venice Game is still leading. Cobbler's in 2nd, now 5 seconds behind. Odem's in 3rd. Techno Thriller doing a good job in 4th. Clifford's Red is a lot quicker in quali, but he can't seem to get through just yet. Is he going to go for down the inside? No, Clifford's Red thinks better of it. After his turn 1 incident, he doesn't want any more. On the grass, he's got a good run here. Turn feel up to Rich. Is he going to sling it down the inside? He does indeed. So Clifford's Red is up to 4th, we believe. Techno Thriller has fallen behind. Also, Matt Your Daddy and Dogananus are having a ding-dong. They touch. That was a little bit naughty. There's no room left for the Ferrari then, but then the Ferrari stops on the track. They both stopped. Not sure what was going on there. They're both underway again. As Jamie Met now comes through up into 12th place. James Slater needs to get past Force India. They've both made a pit stop because they're on soft tyres. You would think they're going to try and go to the end now. James Slater, I think, being caught out by Emphatic's braking, unless there's a bit of lag involved. Goes down the inside now and makes it stick. Well done. Nice pass. So Eniket, who was running in 5th earlier, is now down in 15th place. As Vanis Gaming starts his 9th lap, sorry. Clifford's Reds had a moment, and he's now lost the place again to Techno Thriller, who is doing an awesome job in 4th place. It has to be said. I believe he's in the podium tier, so he's in the lower tier. But he's doing well. So Jaw has now taken 5th place behind Clifford's Red. In front of Clifford's Red, sorry. So Clifford's Red is not making it easy for himself. He started on the front row. Incident with James Slater in turn 2. Not really sure whose fault it was. We think he lost the rear. Had another incident. Fought his way back up to 4th position and then has lost it on lap 8 out of the last corner. And he's back down to 6th. Dan's in 7th, close behind, closing in on the super soft tyre. As Dan, I spoke too soon, Dan is in the wall. So another driver to lose it on the exit of turn 11 and 12 here. As his teammate goes through, it's proving really tricky in these cars. Gaza is now up to 9th position and closing in nicely. TS Odim's in the lead, so the top 2 have pitted, the Haas and Vanis Gaming. So Vanis Gaming comes out in 3rd position, just behind Techno Thriller. And where has the other Haas come out? The other Haas, I believe, still in Cobblers. James Slater sets the fastest lap. We're about to see a pass here on Techno Thriller. Oh, and Vanis Gaming has almost spun it. Jaw goes through, Clippers Red goes through. Obviously they haven't pitted, but this isn't going to help. This is going to help Odems. Still trying to find Cobblers, who was the Haas that pitted. So he's down in 8th place, as there is a Williams off the circuit again. Is Dan again? He's lost it at turn 11 and 12. Or has he? Was that lag? Odems comes into the pits from the lead. He's going to benefit from what was going on behind him. Techno Thriller now leads this race from the podium tier. Congratulations to him. Clifford's Red is up to 2nd. Both haven't pitted yet. Dan's left as well, so both Williams. And there's a safety car. The safety car is coming out of the pits. So this is really going to bunch things up. Things have just got exciting. Everyone will need to go and catch the safety car. Who was the leader when that happened? Was it Techno Thriller? Whoever it was. yeah, Techno Thriller is going to be leading this race. You would think he's going to pit and actually get a free pit stop in a sense behind the safety car. If it's Red's in second, you'd think they're both going to get rid of their tyres. Cobblers is in third, so he's benefited because he was in second before the pit stop. Gaza is in fourth. Vanascami is down to fifth. Dan, who's retired, is in sixth. Odems is up to seventh. He pitted at the wrong lap, that's for sure. Jules in eighth. Matt's in ninth. James Slater is in 10th. This will allow everyone to come back. So Techno Thriller in the lead. Is he going to come into the pits? You'd think so. Yes, he does indeed. So Techno Thriller's in. Is Clifford's Red going to follow? He does indeed. They're both taking advantage of this as Clifford almost overshoots the pits. Cobblers is going to take the lead of this race in the Haas. So we're not sure. We know Vanascami had an incident. Did he have a further setback? Gaza is in fourth. We think they're both going to come out ahead of the two that pitted. Techno Thriller comes out. Odems goes through. Vanascami has gone through. So they haven't lost out too much. Fresh tyres. The freshest tyres. Congratulations to Cobblers for doing that right. So yeah, we're just hearing that Vanos has gone for the Ultra Soft, so he's going to be pitting again. Cobblers is on the Super Softs, so I don't know if he can make it to the end on these tyres, you know. He could have to pit again. Gaza's behind him is on the Softs. I think Gaza started on the Soft. Let's see who hasn't pitted yet. So Gaza, Down is out. Jaw hasn't pitted. So Vanis is going to have to come in again. We think Cobblers will have to come in. So that puts Odems in the net lead if he can just hold on to these guys within a pit stop. Techno Thriller pitted. He's on the Super Soft. Can he go to the end? Possibly. Clifford's Red is on the Soft. He'll be going to the end. You would think Jaw should pit now and get those Super Soft tyres on if he thinks they can go to the end. Safety car staying out another lap. Odems is hanging back a bit. Techno Thriller, if he can go to the end, he's going to be on the freshest and quickest tyre. Clifford's Red behind him, who pitted at the same time, went for the soft, so alternating strategy for the top two before the safety car. Dan, of course, is just a computer. James has to stay behind him though, whilst the safety car is out. And then we've got Iniken, who's back up to 9th. Jamie, who's now in point scoring position, well done to him. Pat Your Daddy behind in 11th. Emphatic in 12th. Joe is in 13th. So he's pitted now, I believe, because he was on the soft, so he's now going to catch the pack up, which he's already done. Dobbananas is last, behind Jaw. Safety car going to come in this lap. We haven't had a message yet. think it's time for something to eat whilst we wait for the safety car to come in. Is it coming in this lap? Have you had a message, Odems? Safety car's in this lap, so we're gonna have some racing. Let us switch to broadcast view as Cobblers is gonna back the pack up. It's going to be a late start for Cobblers. He still hasn't bolted. Now he has. Gazaman is being absolutely done by Vanis. He makes that look easy into turn 1. Now it's Odem's turn. He goes down the inside, he touches Vanis, spins them both. That is what we call an Odem's dive bomb, ladies and gentlemen. 4th to 13th, and he spins it again. I shouldn't laugh. It's only because he's in the party with me that I'm laughing. He isn't saying much, but Cobblers still leads this race. Second position is Gazaman, he's under attack. There's Techno Thriller going through, and Clifford Red's behind. Gaza doesn't put up too much of a fight, he's going to lose 2 positions here though. James Slater's up to 5th. Sadie Iniket up to 6th. Jamie's up to 7th. Well done to him. He was in 10th place, so he's made a good restart. Matt, your daddy's followed him. Hannes Gamey's up to 9th, so he's got to pick his way back through the field after that incident. Can he still win this race? I don't think so. With his tyre strategy, he's going to have to come in again. Infoticker's in 10th place. Dogananis is in 11th. And then Odems is in 12th. Jules in 13th, so he's had another incident, you would say, or has he pitted again? Cobblers leads this race. Techno Thriller is up to 2nd place, holding off. And Pinnacle Tier Driver. It's 4 seconds behind the leader. This could be Cobblers' win. Clifford's Red is right tucked under. They don't have DRS yet. Clifford's coming down the inside into turn 3. Can he make it stick? Techno Thriller tries to cut back. Clifford's Red makes it stick. He's going to go and try and win this race after what was a dismal start. Got a bit of a battle going up as Vanis tries to make his way back through the pack. Jamie's behind, sorry, not Jamie, James is behind Gaza still, both on the soft tyre. Pinnacle versus Podium Tier right here. Vanis looks closer to James, as we experiencing a bit of lag. Is Vanis going to try it up the inside? He thinks better of it. James dives down the inside. That was a late lunge, but he makes it stick. Vanis is now gonna try and follow him through, as is a Mercedes. DRS is open for both of them. Poor Gaza doesn't have DRS. They're both... No, the Mercedes... Does he spin it? No, the Mercedes keeps it on. Thinks of going down the inside, thinks better of it. What's happened to Jamie? Jamie is down in 11th place, so he's either come into the pits or had something happen to him. Let's see who's made another stop. Yeah? So something happened to him, we're hearing from Odems. He's only made one stop. So Doganonus is made 2 stops. Gaza hasn't made a stop yet, so that's probably why he's struggling. Cobblers is in the lead, and let's see if Clifford's Red is closing as Jaw does the fastest lap. Where is Jaw? 13th place, he's got nothing to lose. Riding on board with Cobblers, who is leading on lap 17 out of 29, about to start his 18th lap. Who spun? Gaza has spun it, I'm hearing. Yes, he's fallen down the order, so those tyres, you have to say, are near the end of their life. As he spins it again, has he got a problem or a puncture, or as his teammate goes through, who's setting fastest lap times? Cobblers is leading this race. Clifford's Red's closing though. 3.1 seconds. Let's look last lap, how much quicker. It was a 25.2 personal best for Clifford's Red versus a 26.4, so 1.2 seconds quicker. Cobblers is going to have his mirrors through full in a few laps. Clifford's Red wants to win this race. Techno Thriller still holding on to 3rd. Vanis Gaming in 4th. James is in 5th. Matt Your Daddy is up to 6th. Dogananis is in 7th. This is the closest battle we've got. Both on the soft tyre. We think they're both going to the end. Green flags. And that's because Vanis Gaming goes wide. So he's made another mistake, another driver to make a mistake at turn 11 and turn 12. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. I hope these guys can keep it out the grass there and out the wall, because we're going to have safety cars and carbon fiber all over this track. DRS, what can the McLaren do? You'd think they're both run rich. Is it going to be a late lunge? Fair play, they both leave each other room. And they're coming back. Matt Your Daddy is coming back. Switch to broadcast view. See if we can get a better picture, but no, Dogananis has done it. He has got through past Matt Your Daddy into 5th place. Top 5 for the podium tier driver. Cobblers in the lead. It's coming up to Lapa Williams now. And he does so. I have a feeling that this lap marker could give Clifford's Red. Oh no, it has given Cobblers a DRS. Clifford's Red's behind. Techno Thriller in 3rd. So we have a pinnacle podium at the moment. James Slater is up to 4th. So him and Clifford's Red, you have to say, have made a good comeback. Obviously there's been lots of incidents to help that, but... And Dogananis is doing a solid job in 5th position. Matt Your Daddy's got DRS on him though. Still hanging on. Odem's up to 7th on the ultra soft tyre. Did you say you were on the soft, Odems? Oh, on my screen it shows you on ultra. Venice Gaming is down in 10th, so don't know what's happened. Obviously we saw him involved in a few incidents. You'd have to say on pure pace he's probably the quickest in today's bunch, but only in 10th place at the moment. And we'll go back to the front. Am I correct in thinking Cobblers is in 4th? So we've missed that. Has he pitted? He has. He's in the pit now, so something's happened to Cobblers. He was leading this race. Clifford's Red, who picked the soft tyre at the safety car, has to be in with a good shout of winning this race. Techno Thriller from the podium tier in 2nd place. Dog and Anis also from the podium tier in 3rd place. Matt Your Daddy from the Pinnacle tier in 4th. Odens is up to 5th. Joel, who was setting fastest lap earlier on, is in 6th position. James Slater in 7th, so he's dropped down. Is he come into the pits? Or has he got some sort of problem? James Slater, I think, has pitted, so Cobblers, look at that, after that incident, whatever happened to him, he's down in 10th place after that in his pit stop. No, I think it's a Williams. Odems. Matt Your Daddy is still in 4th, going strong. Clifford's Red is leading this race on lap 22. As Techno Thriller comes into the pit, so we did say that he should have gone onto the soft. The same as Clifford's Red. He's going to learn from this because this is going to drop him down the order. He was definitely in a podium position. Whether he'll be able to attack in the last 7 or 8 laps is yet to be seen. Down into 5th so far. Where's he going to come out? Someone else is going to go through. Yes, so he's lost another 2. He's in 7th position on the ultra soft tyre. What can he do from there? It'll be interesting. We'll keep a close eye on him. Jaws looking tasty to have a bit of James Slater. Odens is back up to 4th. Matt Your Daddy is in the podium position now in 3rd. Dog and Anis is in 2nd, so well done to him. He's fought back. And Clifford's Red is leading this race by 15 seconds. So what turned into a nightmare first opening stint, that safety car has saved his bacon. Is Odem's going to have a crack here at Matt Your Daddy? Is he going to do another classic dive bomb and take both of them out? We know Odems has been penalised before from the stewards for his... He should be about in DRS. Yes, he is. Matt Your Daddy. Although it says he's on ultras, Odems is telling me he is on soft, so they're both on the same tyre. Matt Your Daddy's really struggling now. Odems get a much better exit. Goes to the outside as James Slater sets the fastest lap of the race. DRS open. Is it going to be a straightforward pass? It is indeed. Matt doesn't fight too hard, tries to cut back. Odems doesn't leave him room. Bit of lag there as well. Lap 23 of 29. Matt Your Daddy is not giving up just yet. And they're catching Dog and Anis, so this is going to be interesting. You can see him in the background. Let's have a run through the field, see if there's any other battles going on. Techno Thriller's up to 6th, so he's made a pass. Anis Gaming's in 7th. You know, Kit, we haven't rode on board much with the Mercedes this race after his early. And Matt Daddy is retired from the session, so what has happened to him? We are not sure. It's green flags. He is just off the track in the escape road. Clifford is leading this race. 16 seconds. Odems is in third. James Slater in fourth. Techno Thriller fighting back, 5th position. Vanos Gaming, pole sitter, 6th position. Cobblers is got DRS open and he is in 7th. The Mercedes is trying to pass him. I've had this view for the past 9 seasons. Mercedes is definitely my favourite looking car. Sounds beautiful. Bananas has actually closed in on Clifford's red slightly this lap. Odems is 4 seconds behind with 5 laps to go. James Slater's another 4 seconds behind. Techno Thriller's 6 seconds behind. Vanos Gaming is in DRS of Techno Thriller. He wants a top 5. You know, Techno Thriller is good at defending, but can he defend from this McLaren? As Jaws sets the fastest lap, he wants that fastest lap. And this game he's got a good exit. Into turn 13 is Vanos Gaming. He's gone down the inside. Super soft versus ultra soft tyre. Pinnacle versus podium, and Pinnacle comes out on top this time. We think that probably is it for Vanos. So Dog and Annis has closed another second on Clifford's red. We don't know if Clifford's red is just cruising now or whether his tyres are worn. It doesn't look like he's pushing too hard. What can Odems do? 3rd position. James Slater is catching Odems actually at a faster rate than anybody. Gap's only 2 seconds, less than that. This is going to be the one to watch. We'll have a quick flick through before we turn our attention to that. Cobblers is catching Techno Thriller as well. Jamie Metz back up to the point scoring position. Ahead of Emphatic and Gaza. Alright. What can James Slater do for the final podium position? Pinnacle versus Pinnacle tier. Let's switch to broadcast. Are you struggling on your tyres, Odems? Odems is struggling. Renault versus a Haas. Oh, Odems goes wide. And Odems is in the wall, is he? He's not using DRS, is James Slater for some unknown reason. He chose not... Okay, so fair play to James Slater. He had a bit of contact with Odems, which is why Odems touched the wall, I'm hearing, and so he let them back through. We know James and Gaz are friends. We know of each other in real life. What can one of our newcomers show one of our experienced drivers? Oh, James has spun it. James has spun it and he's going backwards into the wall. He's lost a position into 5th, so another driver to lose it at 11 and 12. I haven't seen it. He's down in 7th now. That promotes Vanis back up to podium position, so we've got Clifford's Red in 1st, Dogananis in 2nd, Odin's in 3rd, Vanis Gaming in 4th, Techno Thriller is under attack from Cobblers. How is this one going to go? DRS, penultimate lap. DRS is open again. Podium versus Pinnacle. Slings it down the inside. They leave each other room. Good racing. Haas isn't finished yet. Oh, side by side. They bang a little bit of wheels. These guys haven't raced before. Different tiers. Who's going to break later? And they're so evenly matched, and it's got to be said, it's some pretty fine close racing. Looks like they touch again. Cobblers gets ahead though. Can he keep it? He's on the faster tyre. Sorry, he's on the slower tyre. So James is recovering, he's in 8th place now. Jules in 9th, Jamie's in 10th, Emphatic's in 11th, Gaza's in 12th position, Dan we know has left. So Clifford's Red is on his final lap. Dogananis is in 2nd. Odin's we're hearing has a penalty. We haven't mentioned penalties. They are a factor at Australia, especially with strict corner cutting on. It's quite easy to get 1 or 2 penalties. Vanis Gaming is now closely behind in 4th. Cobblers is up to 5th. Techno Thriller is in 6th. Innerkit has got James Slater all over him. Can he make a last lap pass? We don't want to miss Clifford's Red crossing the line, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But we don't want to miss this. Last lap, 8th and 7th place. Clifford's Red crosses the line and he wins this unofficial practice. Well done to him. Dogananis in 2nd. Let's quickly go back to James Slater. He's trying everything to get past this Mercedes. Mercedes is not going to give up position. He leaves the inside open, but James can't do anything. 3 corners to go. I don't think it's going to happen unless it's a dive bomb. You would have to say this is how it's going to be. Well done to the Mercedes. Lots of pressure. Jamie in 10th position. It's going to be the next driver to cross the line. After that is Emphatic. Jamie, one of our premium members, of course, great supporter of the league, scores a point in this unofficial practice in that lovely looking Toro Rosso. And Emphatic, another premium member, on his ultra soft tyres is going to come just outside the points in 11th. And that is race over. We'll run through the order before we say goodbye until tomorrow. Well done to the podium drivers, Clifford's Red, Dogananis and Vanis Gaming. Messy race for all three, I believe. And Champagne. Clifford's Red is in first with a 2-time penalties. Dogananis in second. Cobblers is in third with no penalty, so he's jumped right up the order 2 places, I believe. Odems has 3. Techno Thriller has 2. Eniket has, I think, 1. Yes, Vanis Gaming has 6, so he's dropped down all the way from 3rd to 7th. James Slater is in 8th place. Jaws in 9th. Jamie's in 10th. And Fatix in 11th. Gaza is in 12th place. So Odem's got his last penalty on the last lap, we're hearing. What a job from Cobblers, well done. Awesome stuff. And guys, that is it for now. We will see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock for round 1, the first of season 10, in Australia with the podium tier. Thanks for watching, guys.